Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing Ruby Storm in Pauper. This is Ruby Storm, as I like to call it. We have 8 Ruby effects with Goblin and Archimancer and Thornscape Familiar, but no actual Ruby Medallion in Pauper. It is pretty sick that we have 8 of these effects because we get to play a really cool version of a Storm deck in which our card draw spells make mana. So with our cost reducers, with 2 of them in play, all of these effects are mana neutral. Big Score, Pirate's Pillage, they each cost 4 and make 2 treasure tokens. Seize the Spoils costs 3 and makes 1 treasure token. So if it's cost reduced by 2, it's mana neutral. That's the sauce here. Now what I've done is I've gone from 16 lands to 17 lands, cut the Rite of Flames entirely. We're relying on Seething Song as our big burst of mana. But these cards are going to give us mana as we go off, so once we actually reach the stage where we have a couple of Thornscape and Goblin Archimancers in play, like, mana is not our choke point whatsoever. It's card draw. So here I have 24 card draw spells with 4 Laughing Mad, 4 Electric Revelation, 4 Glimpse, and then 12 of these treasure draw spells. Plus we have Manamorphose to draw even more cards. So card draw is not a problem anymore. The way this deck works is you're rummaging a ton, so you need to get cards back in hand to continue to rummage. The sick thing is that Electric Revelation and Laughing Mad both have flashback. That means that you can cast them from the graveyard. And then Glimpse the Impossible also puts cards into exile, so you can cast cards from the exile zone. So anytime you cast a rummage spell from outside of your hand, it's actually mana or card positive for your hand. So this helps us go up on cards in hand. We don't have to play things like Ideas Unbound or even demand answers to put cards in hand. The sideboard, I have a small change. Seize the Storm and Weather the Storm are our plan versus burn. We're going to combo off, gain as much life as possible, and then put as big of a token onto the table as we can. And burn, having direct damage, is not going to be able to deal with a 20-20 or a 10-10. We're just going to attack them a couple of times while we're at 90 life and hopefully win the game. The rest of the sideboard has Apostle's Blessing, which helps us to not die to removal spells. And then we have Flaring Pain for Strands and Pyroblast for the blue decks. So I guess against blue decks, we're probably just cutting the Seize the Spoils and going for the Pyroblast plan, or against other decks that are similar to that. I'm not sure exactly what we want to be trimming post board. Previously I was trimming the Rite of Flames, but we don't have that here. So that's my deck tech. Hopefully you enjoy some Ruby Storming. I've been playing a lot of mid-range. I want to play some combo. I want to draw cards. I want to blast. I want to have fun. We'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, round 1. So what do I think about this hand? We have Pirate's Pillage coming up, Revelation. We are on the draw. We have no cost reducer. This would be like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, ditch, turn 4, try to win. Is that good enough on the draw? I'm going to keep it and see how it works out. Our opponent is on John Wildfire, so they're going to give us a bunch of time. Probably play out my Woodlot. Pass the turn. I do have a Forest. Opponent plays a Swamp. The Sandstone Needle was a solid draw because now we can Pirate's Pillage on turn 3 by paying 4 with these 2 cards. They choose to play an Ichor Wellspring. I'll play my Sandstone Needle and pass the turn. We have plenty of cards to discard to a Refurbished Familiar at this point. Our opponent uses Cleansing Wildfire on their land. They'll have 3 lands. Let's see if they have a land drop to go up to 4. They did not. We are looking for cost reducers. Find a Glimpse the Impossible. I'll Pirate's Pillage, get rid of a Crevice, play out a Needle. 7 cards in hand, pass the turn. So now I can, they're not, let's see what they do. 2 mana for a Limbus. On my turn, I can play the Woodlot and then go Needle plus Treasure Token, discarding this other land. We play Crookland Shaman. That can be annoying. We find another Seize the Spoils. We can play the Woodlot. We'll Seize the Spoils, discarding the Crevice. Back up to 7 cards in hand. We are not having a good time finding our cost reducers. We're drawing a lot of cards. I think on the next turn, I start playing out, I guess I go to Sandstone Needle, just trying to put a lot of mana on the table. They get in for 1. I mean, my first cost reducer is probably just going to die to the Crookland Shaman. They decided just to sacrifice the Wellspring to draw a card. Wow. Maybe they have another Crookland Shaman in hand. Plays a Bridge and a Writhing Chrysalis. So this would be my time to shine if I can make it happen. And start with a Glimpse. There's a Narcomancer. So red, green, a Narcomancer. All right, so can we get it done? Try Manamorphose. That's mana positive. I'll go red, red. Find Laughing Mad. I'm gonna go Glimpse the Impossible looking for cost reducers. Found the cost reducer. You know what time it is. Combo time. Let's go. I'm gonna make this bigger. Have a blast. I'm just gonna start blasting. Thornscape Familiar. Let's Manamorphose. Making red, red. The nice thing about the Seething Song in Exile is I'm just gonna cast it. Don't have to worry about anything. Let's seize the spoils. That's mana neutral. Discarding a land. Let's pitch another land. Draw a card. We have the Gutter Snipe now. I think I will put a card in my hand. Casting Electro Revelation from the graveyard. Now I'm up to a bunch of cards in hand. Let's Pirate's Pillage at mana neutral, discarding an Electric Revelation. Put our opponent to 16. Play another Gutter Snipe. Let's Laughing Mad, discarding Laughing Mad. Looking for another cost reducer. Did not find one. So, Electric Revelation, pitch the Crevice. I only have 4 mana now. They're at 8. So it doesn't really matter that I only had 4 mana because they are dead, dead, dead. Boom and boom. Love that. Okay. That was just the way I drew it up. Pretty nice of them to sacrifice their Card Clan Shaman. So we want our 4 Apostles' Blessing. We're on the draw here. We could cut a land on the draw. Little bit of a risk. So I wonder if we could cut the Seething Song. The Seething Song did come in handy, but let's say if I cut the Seething Song, I have 8 rituals, essentially. And then this is free, 0 mana. These are all 1 mana spells. I think I'm gonna see what it's like cutting the Seething Song. We took our time, and that gave us a lot of men on board. It might be tight. It might not be the correct call. So if I see the Seize the Spoils, and it's not a Seething Song, I'll know what to do. We have 1 land. I think I should mulligan. Tons of lands. We'll keep. We'll get rid of a mountain. And then start playing out some depletion lands, working up in onboard mana with the big scores. Never great to have to play out like to mulligan in this deck because you're continuously rummaging. Okay, we found Apostle's Blessing. Now Apostle's Blessing is a white spell, so I can cast it for free if I have a Thornscape Familiar in play. One has a Duress. Well, that's just mean of them. They can take my card draw spell or my protection spell, or they can just do nothing. They take the card draw spell, plays a Slagwoods Bridge. I'll play a Needle, I will pass the turn. If they have another Duress, I'll be sad, but we'll just keep putting lands onto the table. Seems my opponent might go for a Wildfire on my land. We have a lot of basics though. Not super worried about a Wildfire. They decide to Wildfire the mountain, or the Needle. I'll get a mountain. They Bajuka Bog away my big score. I'll play the Sandstone Needle. I guess I want to play the Cane out. Play the Feldon's Cane, pass the turn. So the Feldon's Cane, if you're not aware, it allows me to recycle my deck. I didn't go over that before, but you shuffle your graveyard into your library. And why is that needed? Well, it's going to take us a while to draw into our Gutter Snipe. If it's in the bottom of the deck, then we won't have enough spells to actually cast to win the game. Also allows you to trim on Gutter Snipes and then have more like inevitability. It seems my opponent is working on casting a Writhing Chrysalis. They got it done. And then maybe they casting an Ichor Wellspring here, going to 4 cards in hand. So the time is ticking down. They have 4/5. We found Goblin and Narcomancer. So I can go play the Narcomancer and big score, pitching a land. Narcomancer, big score, pitch the land. And then I wonder if I should keep this land. I'm going to hold this land in hand. They play a Refurbished Familiar. I will discard, I guess it's the mountain. Our opponent attacks in for 4. They're once again working on casting a Writhing Chrysalis. Nope. They Fanatical Offering the Wellspring. Draw, and then draw 2 cards off the Fanatical Offering. So that's some good synergy. It's kind of a mainstay of Pauper and why the black decks exist. Chooses to map, revealing an Ichor Wellspring. Let's see if they keep that on top. They choose to put the Ichor Wellspring into their graveyard. My turn. I'll only lead on the Glimpse the Impossible. Double Thornscape. Okay, we're going to have to try that out. So, Thornscape Familiar into Thornscape Familiar. We don't have a ton of mana is the problem. Let's just make red pitch the Blessing. Another Narcomancer. Let's Electric Revelation, pitch the Narcomancer. We don't find a spell that draws cards, or that makes mana. So I think I have to Laughing Mad, pitch the Gutter Snipe. And this was the problem, right? But we didn't find any of the Seize the Storm or whatever. Now I find a big score. I'll play the Sandstone Needle, and then I'll attack with the Narcomancer. Because if they block, I can Blessing for 0. All right, give it Pro Black. The worst case scenario here is if they untap and hit me with a Breath Weapon. If they don't, then I probably can try to win the game on my turn. We do have the Gutter Snipe in the graveyard right now. They have 5 cards. They play Blood Fountain. So if they spend 4 mana to get back and replay the Refurbish, so 5 mana to get the Refurbished Familiar back and replay it, then I'm fine. Chrysalis puts me to 10. Currently working on dodging a Clan Shaman and a Breath Weapon. They cast a Writhing Chrysalis. So they could have a Breath Weapon still. That would be really bad. They Fairy Macabre. Okay. Alright, it's go time. Now or never. They did not get rid of the Gutter Snipe. Let's see what happens. Combo time. Morphos. They don't have, we're just gonna red, pillage. So am I thinking that they're going to have a removal spell? They might. Let's pillage, discarding the Laughing Mad. And then Laughing Mad, discarding the Woodlot. That goes up cards in hand. Boom. Now I have big score, pitching the Anarchomancer. Morphos was a good draw. We're going up on mana. Red here. We don't have that much mana. Revelation, pitch the Crevice. I could lose to just not having enough mana. Revelation, pitch the Crevice. Morphos, okay. Make red. I guess I could recycle just to get the Gutter Snipe, but I don't know if that's worth it right now. We have 1, 2, 3. What got exiled? Another big score. Let's glimpse. It's honestly kind of hard to see when I'm wearing the sunglasses, but it's a meme. We have a mana positive Pirate's Pillage, discarding Sandstone Needle, going to 5 mana available. And then I'll glimpse again. Both the Seize the Spoils are mana neutral. We find another Apostle's Blessing. Let's go Seize the Spoils, pitching the Familiar. We find a Manamorphose. I have 12 cards left in library. That's my 4th Manamorphose. Let's Seize the Spoils, pitch the Woodlot, just trying to go up cards in hand. There is the Gutter Snipe. We'll play out the Gutter Snipe. I think there's a possibility that I want to play this Mountain. We'll play the Mountain. We'll play Glimpse the Impossible, ping you. Okay, Pillage, that's good. Let's Pirate's Pillage, discard the Apostle's Blessing. Put you to 16. We have some Seize the Spoils. So let's start with Laughing Mad, pitch Laughing Mad. Go to 3 cards in library. I only have 4 mana available. There's a Pillage. I wonder if I should... So let's go Laughing Mad, pitch the Woodlot. Just going up cards in hand. Then I have 2 free spells and a mana positive spell. And now another mana positive spell. We're going to loop the deck. So let's say they have Breath Weapon right now. We could respond to the Breath Weapon by casting 3 spells. 4 spells. They Fairy Macabre the Gutter Snipe. That is fine. Okay. Let's Pirate's Pillage, since it's a sorcery, pitching the Crevice. They go to 10. Make red. Big score. Pitch the Revelation. They go to 8. Morphos. Nice Macabres. That did not do anything. I love it. I am always happy to take a game off of Jund. Blast in them. They go to 4. We'll just put you to 2. Bam. And then I have lots of instant speed ways to kill them, but let's play a sorcery. Bonk. So we take match 1 decisively 2-0 over Jund, and I will see you in match 2. We're here in round 2 versus Asuri. I don't know what they're doing. Although this hand is a little risky, I'm going to keep it. We have double Goblin and Archomancer. They're on Forest. Okay, Forest. Can I beat Forest? I hope so. If I find one more land. Okay, I found a Crevice. Let's see. Go Woodlot. They play a Wild Growth. They're on Red, Green, Ramp, or Ponza. We're going to find out. They play a Wild Growth. Should I just... Okay, I can Anarchomancer right now into Manamorphose for red-green into Anarchomancer. That's the turn. Next turn, I have Thornskip Familiar, Seething Song, Glimpse, go off on turn 3 potentially if they don't blow up my lands. If they do blow up my lands, I'll play the Geothermal Crevice and hope for the best. They have 6 mana. Looks like they're going to be playing a Nyxborn Hydra. They played a Banner Hide. They have 2 mana left over. They ram through killing my creature. That is so mean. I'm going to start with Manamorphose. We'll make red-green. Flop a Thornscape onto the table. Seething Song. Combo time. Let's go. This is so much fun. One of my favorite decks to play. Okay, we found another Thornscape, so we're going to go for it. Play the Thornscape Familiar. Let's see what happens when I start casting my spells. Revelation, draw 2. So here I want to... I'll Revelation pitching the Laughing Mad. Okay. Play out the Gutter Snipe. Here comes the pings. Seething Song. Ping you. Laughing Mad. Pitch the Snow-Covered Mountain. I like to play those just because they're fun. Glimpse the Impossible. We see some cards. Metamorphose first. We'll use the green and make red. And now I can do the risky thing of yielding through this turn, which is probably fine. We can big score, pitch the Seize the Spoils. That's the least good card in my hand. I'll Electric Revelation, pitch the Snow-Covered Mountain. I don't have to respond to things now. And then we'll big score, actually, we'll Revelation, pitching a Seize the Spoils. Going up cards in hand. I have 2 mana floating. And since I'm yielded, if I go to 0 mana floating, I will pass the turn and die, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to make some red mana, but our opponent's conceding. Nice. We don't actually need to sideboard, so we're just going to resubmit. This is working pretty well. I mean, I'm not really missing the Rite of Flame so far. I do like having a consistent mana. Okay, game 2 on the draw. We have only 1 land. I will mulligan this one. So if I draw a land, this hand goes hard, so let's keep and pray. Autumn the Gutter Snipe. We have 17 lands, so 16 are left in the deck. We have 2 draw spells to hit a land. Our opponent goes Soggy Wildling on Roost Seeking on turn 1. I always just call it Soggy Wildling. It's hard to kind of pay attention to that. Okay, Woodlot's solid. 1 more land, and we can maybe double an Archimancer into something. Our opponent plays a mountain. I think I probably... So I have 2 options. Option 1 is to Revelation, pitch Revelation. Option 2 is Goblin and Archimancer, which next turn would allow me to Seething Song, floating green mana, and then an Archimancer 4 mana, big score the Revelation. I think I'm going to play out the Archimancer. It seems unlikely that they can manage what I'm doing. If they Thermocast my land, I'm kind of hosed. They play Jewel Thief, so they have 1 mana available. We have a Revelation. So we have 3 mana. We'll go up 5, 6 total mana, Goblin and Archimancer. Revelation, actually, we'll go down a mana, pitching the Revelation. Actually, it's mana neutral. I knew that. I said that earlier. I knew that. Then cast the Seething Song. Revelation, I think I should cast it from the graveyard. Going down 2 mana, pitch the Needle. Another Archimancer. Now I'm going to be mana. This Electric Revelation costs 1. Pirate's Pillage will cost 1. Let's pitch the Revelation from hand from the graveyard. And then now we can pillage, pitching the Thornscape Familiar. We ran out of stuff. Unfortunate. Wait, no I didn't. I still have a grave. Darn. Revelation, pitch the Forest. Laughing Mad, pitch the Thornscape. Darn. Okay, so that was... Mistakes were made. I would have had 1 more mana. I could have glimpsed the impossible here. If they have a breath weapon, I'm pretty hosed. They get in for 3. I'm definitely not blocking. Cast Writhing Chrysalis. We're trying to fade a breath weapon. Seems like they don't have it. I'll just pop off a Glimpse the Impossible. Find Mountains. Then we can cast Laughing Mad, going on cards in hand, pitching a Sandstone Needle. Okay, Seething Song. Go time. Combo time. Seething Song. We'll pillage, pitch a land. Going up mana. Uh-oh, they do have it. Oh no! They don't have it. I'm so confused. We're going to pitch the Sandstone Needle. Oh, maybe they have Weather Storm. That would be fine. Let's Glimpse the Impossible. I'm going to assume that they have Weather Storm. We're going to Pirate's Pillage, discard the Geothermal Crevice. Weather the Storm is not a big deal for me. Let's Metamorphose. I'm going to be storming many Storm Count. Storm Count will be high. Glimpse the Impossible. There is the Gutter Snipe. So I can play the Gutter Snipe, force the action. We'll cast the big score, pitching the Hickory Woodlot. Ping you. They take it. Okay. I will go ahead and glimpse some impossibilities. Put you to 16. So the longer you wait on this, the more likely I am to be able to just kill you at instant speed. So it's not a good idea to wait. Should actually cast the Weather Storm with the Gutter Snipe on the stack. We seize the spoils. We find an Electric Revelation. I will pitch the Anarchomancer. They go to 12. Currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 instants that I can cast. I'll cast Seize the Spoils. This is mana neutral. Boom, you go to 10. I mean, if you have it, you should cast it. You're not going to cast it. You're going to die. Seize the Spoils. Pitch the Crevice. Oh, I just realized that I'm about to deck out. Fair enough. They concede. Okay, so they didn't have anything. I love it. On to round 3. We're here in round 3 versus Borbs. I've already gone 2-0, so it's from here on out, it's gravy, but I'd like to continue winning. We have a very solid opening hand. Let's keep it. Probably going to want to go, think about this. We definitely lead on the woodlot. But it's on mountain. That's bad. Mountain into Voltaire and Epicure means that they could just bolt me out of the game. I'll play woodlot. They play another Epicure. They have 3 cards in hand. I get in for 1. Found a Metamorphose. I'll play out the Sandstone Needle and pass the turn. My opponent discards a Lava Dart. That's quite bad. They go Gutter Snipe. And they have 2 cards in hand. So am I dead? 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 spells. I'll play a Familiar. Make them have to sacrifice their land right now. Cast Metamorphose. They blow up my creature. We'll go red. Play a land. Laughing Mad. Discard the Gutter Snipe. They play out a Skittering Kitten. They have 1 card in hand. We are going to go to 8. So if they had, I guess if they have a removal spell, we're kind of hosed. Play a land. Or we're going to die if we don't pass. Die if we don't do anything. So I start on the Thornscape Familiar. Okay. So I can go down 1 mana. Cast Seize the Spoils, pitching the mountain. Seize the Spoils. Pitch the mountain. They bolt. That sucks. So we're going to Seething Song. Big score. Pitch the Pirate's Pillage. Metamorphose. Go up on mana. We'll go red. Metamorphose again. Go red. Big score. We'll pitch the Laughing Mad. Seething Song. Cast Seething Song. Laughing Mad from the graveyard. Pitch the Woodlot. We have a Revelation. Try Revelation, pitching the Crevice. I'm really looking for a cost reducer. Did not find one. Let's see where we get here. We'll have 4 mana. Nothing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go for Glimpse the Impossible, looking for a cost reducer. We found a Thornscape. And play out the Thornscape. We pass the turn. We pray that they can't kill me. Shove a spawn in front of a Gutter Snipe, I guess. They kill me. You know what? I said I was fine with dying, and I'm not. So we need Weather the Storms, 4 of those, and we need 2 Seize the Storms. That's our entire game plan. We're cutting the Gutter Snipe, don't need it. Then we have to just storm off hard. We're probably not looping the deck. Take out the Feldon's Cane, and then I'm gonna cut 3 Seize the Spoils and submit. That might not be the greatest plan, but I think we need, I guess I could cut a land. So I'll go Seize the Spoils and then cut the Forest. Let's see if this works. Here we go. On the play. We need lands and spells. We have lands, we have spells. This is a solid keep. Lead on the Woodlot. Go Woodlot, go. Opponent plays Skittering Kitten and attacks in for 1. We'll play Sandstone Needle and pass the turn. On my next turn, I can big score discarding a Revelation. They don't appear to have a lot of mana. They didn't play land drop, they're just getting in for 1. Maybe they like Fiery Temper us right now and discard a card, trying to draw into some mana. Okay, that's the case. We got a little bit unlucky that they're playing, oh wow. Oh my god. Okay, so I think we're going for it. We go a Narcomancer, Thornscape Familiar, because it only costs 1 mana due to the Narcomancer, and then I can Seething Song, cast Metamorphose, make red, another Seething Song. I think I big score, pitching the Electric Revelation. Found a Glimpse the Impossible. Definitely glimpsing here. I am so in. Found another Thornscape, Seething Song, Revelation, pitching Laughing Mad, and then Metamorphose. Make red. I will, I wonder if I should keep the creatures, but I think I'm going to, I'm not using my graveyard again, so I'm just going to pitch, we'll Glimpse the Impossible, cast the Metamorphose, make red. We will Laughing Mad, pitch the Crevice. Can't deck myself. Revelation, pitch the Crevice. Pillage, pitch the tap land. I think I want to keep the creatures if I can keep them. Glimpse the Impossible. We find Seething Song. Pirate's Pillage. We're discarding the mountain. There's a Weather the Storm. Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Woodlot. Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Woodlot again. Nothing in the graveyard for me to cast. Seize the Spoils. We discard a mountain. There's the Seize the Storm. I can big score, discard a mountain. I have tons of mana. Metamorphose. It's gonna be sweet. Red. Now I have so much mana I don't actually need the Seething Song. We'll pitch that. And then I have multiple Seize the Storms. So I have 4 mana from cost reduction. This costs 1 right now. Well, it's Revelation, pitching a Laughing Mad. 12 cards in library. When it just concedes. Come on, you didn't let me get to do the thing. They don't know what my sideboard strategy is. They just know that I was doing stuff and they were tired of it. Okay. I mean, who can blame them? They're like, 1 land keep. Oh, you went off on turn 3. I'm out. They got bored. Can't. Keep. We have Weather the Storm. They go Skittering Kitten turn 1. Gets in for 1. We do need another land. I'll play the Sandstone Needle. Our opponent plays a mountain. They plot a highway robbery. They get in for 1. We found a crevice. 4 lands is good. There's a gutter snipe. Bit scary. Cast a highway robbery, putting me to 16. I wonder if I can find a cost reducer. They discard an Epicure. They get in for 1, putting me to 15. We have a Laughing Mad. So I can Seething Song going to 5, pillage the Laughing Mad, which is -2 mana, 3 mana. I think it's worth trying. Seething Song, Pirate's Pillage, pitch the Laughing Mad. I'll have 3 mana left over. Did not find a cost reducer. Cast a Seething Song. I will try Glimpse the Impossible, but we didn't find a cost reducer there. Play Metamorphose. Go red-green. Found a cost reducer now. So I think I just play the Crevice, play the Weather Storm, gain 18. We're going to gain 1 mana because the Electric Revelation will go to the graveyard and give me a spawn. Then grab the prize, discarding a Lava Dart. Sad. We got a 29. They get in for 3. I'm at 26. I can sack, tap, seize the spoils, discard the Revelation. Going up on mana on the table. Play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. Need another cost reducer. If they go all in on killing me, I have the Weather Storm. They get in for 3. Cast a Kessig, that's scary. They grab the prize, discarding Sneaky Snackers. They have Lava Dart in the graveyard. We go to 20, now 18. They pass. Okay, so Lava Dart cannot kill my Anarchomancer. I might need to crack the Crevice. Let's go red, green, Anarchomancer. Cast a Metamorphose. Go red. They choose to Fire Blast the Anarchomancer. That's annoying. Okay, it gets Fire Blasted. We'll go red-green. Then I will big score, discarding the Electric Revelation. On a Seething Song. Okay, going to cast the Seething Song. Cast the Glimpse the Impossible. Another big score and a Weather. So we'll play the Crevice, and then we'll go green. Cast the Weather Storm. Gain 21. All right, your turn. So now I think I just want to try and build some more mana on the table. I'm currently at 36. They have a lot of power. They have 6 power, puts me to 30. Lava Dart in the graveyard represents 4 damage. They're rebuilding already. Highway Robbery puts me to 27. We found only 1 cost reducer so far. They discarded a mountain. They were flooded. They didn't really care about their land. I will cast Pirate's Pillage, discarding the mountain. Find a Anarchomancer. Let's pass the turn. One attacks for 6, putting me to 21. They cast a Highway Robbery. Uses discard. Discards a Faithless Looting. I'm at 18. Because they're holding on to a Bolt. So if I make a bunch of mana, they'd have to sacrifice. Maybe they have a Bolt though. I'm going to go for a Laughing Mad from the graveyard, ditching the Seize the Spoils, trying to go up cards in hand. Okay, I found the Seize the Storm. I just have to not die. So next turn is go turn, I think. They go Lightning Bolts. So that puts me to 12. Is there a way for me to live? I'm at 8. They have 6. So I think I have to cast Seething Song. Red. Cast Seething Song. Big score. Pitch the Laughing Mad. Green. Cast Weather Storm. How many weathers do I have left? 1? Actually, this turn I can put a Seize the Storm token on the table. It's going to be ginormous. Just have to not die. They sacrifice the cat. I'm at 21. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be at 23. They're trying to count if they have lethal right now. If they do, I'm pretty host. I'm at 15. Seems they might have lethal. Lava Dart from hand. Another Lava Dart. I mean, you made me... I guess it was a good battle. Lava Dart from flashback. Fire Blast. I tried. I'm a little annoyed at how hard it was for them to count that, but we'll move on. We are here in round 4 versus Wolf 777. My opponent, I think, has been on High Tide. So we have potential to turn 3. Opponent mulligans to 5. They could win on turn 3 as well. Forest, Finehorn Elves, so they're on Elves. And we have Woodlot Needle. I'll play the Woodlot out. We can play the Thornscape on turn 2. It's about the same as going turn 3 Anarchomancer, Thornscape, pitch a card. They play a Quirion Ranger out. This should be favored for me, especially on a mull to 5 on their end. They cast a Winding Way, and they reveal Forest Hunter, Quirion Ranger. Plays a Quirion Ranger. Forest went to the graveyard. I don't know if they untapped this thing. I wasn't paying that enough attention. I don't think... Oh, yes. They already used the Quirion Ranger ability. They could have used the other one in 1 mana. Okay, looks like we're going for a turn 3. I will play out my land. Wait, I shouldn't have done that. So I was thinking I could save the familiar and then save my mana, but I actually should have played the familiar here because I would have had 1 additional mana. They played a bunch of stuff. Priest of Titania on the table. We know they have Avenging Hunter in their hand. That turn they played Titania Quirion. Let's go Narcomancer, Thorns, into Thornscape Familiar, into Seething Song, into a Glimpse Impossible. Got another Narcomancer. So Morphos. If I had cast Thornscape Familiar that turn, I would have 1 additional mana and could cast the Narcomancer here. So I made a mistake. We'll go red-green. It might not cost me because now I have Pirate's Pillage. I have 2 Pirate's Pillages. We can discard the Woodlot. I'll go up on mana. Combo time. Yeah, it's not going to bite me. I got lucky there, but it's good to know or to have thought about that as a possibility. Metamorphose. Red. Let's big score the needle. Then pillage a needle. Then I will cast my Gutter Snipe and go ahead and Laughing Mad, pitching a land. Ping you. I love being able to turn 3 with this deck. It's so sweet. I'm going to cast Laughing Mad from the graveyard, going up on cards in hand. 16. Glimpse the Impossible sees an additional 3 cards. Definitely want to cast that one. We found a Narcomancer and Big Score. Those were not great hits, but I can use the Big Score to pitch a Laughing Mad, giving me more things to cast from different zones. I'll go ahead and put another Gutter Snipe on the table. Should be easy going from here. Cast a Glimpse the Impossible. So far, okay, our opponent concedes. So far, this has run just as well, if not better, without Rite of Flame, with more draw spells, and with 1 more land. Like, it's been just as good. And we have no sideboard strategy against basic forest gamers. See you in the postboard. All right, so we are here. Our opponent's kept 7. It's pretty scary, actually, because they could turn for us. We don't have anything really that we're doing. We could cycle some Metamorphoses. I think it's probable that I should mulligan. This seems a lot better. Keep. We don't need the Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe is just like, oh, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you, but we don't need it. So the question is, what do? I have a turn 2 Reducer. No, turn 3 Reducer. Okay, here I have a turn 2 Reducer, so I'll play the Woodlot. This allows me to Morphos into the Narcomancer, playing the Crevice. Then I'll have 3 mana, going up to 4 with the Morphos. I can Glimpse, maybe cast a Big Score. They play a turn 2 Priest of Titania and get in for 1. I think this player usually plays mono green elves, so hopefully they won't have Hydroblasts. Hydroblast is probably the best card against a mono red strategy. I'll Metamorphose into an Narcomancer and play the Geothermal Crevice out and pass the turn. I currently have 4 mana. Okay. They played a really weird Llanowar Elves. Timberwatch Elf, that's not good. They have 4, 5, 6 mana. Has to lead the Stampede. They reveal Finehorn Elves, Nyxborn Hydra, Timberwatch Elf, and Wellwisher. So they probably play the Timberwatch Elf, threatening lethal for the following turn. I currently have 4 mana. This makes 5 mana. I think I just have to do that. We found a Thornscape. That's big game. Play the Thornscape Familiar. I think it makes sense to crack the Crevice and then Morphos off the green and make red. We have Seize the Spoils, which is mana neutral. Big Score also mana neutral right now. Try to start with a Glimpse the Impossible. Just trying to find a cost reducer. Another Glimpse. So I'll start with Seize the Spoils. Just a Laughing Mad. Single red mana available. But we're comboing. Metamorphose off the green. We'll make red. There we go. Thornscape Familiar. We'll make green. Cast the Thornscape. Then pillage off the Revelation to go up on mana. Let's cast a Glimpse the Impossible. Feldon's Cane in exile. We need to, I guess, Laughing Mad pitch the Gutter Snipe. Really tight on mana right now. I found a mountain. I can Big Score, pitch the Thornscape. Seething Song. Alright. Cast the Seething Song. Glimpse. Don't know what my opponent's going to do. We have a bunch of Seething Songs now. So I could try to Feldon's Cane to get the Gutter Snipe. I think I'm going to try to draw some cards. Revelation. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to pitch in a Narcomancer. Found a Big Score. I'll pitch a land. Found a Laughing Mad. Let's Seething Song. Laughing Mad. Pitch a land. I have 4 cards in hand. Glimpse the Impossible. That's good. Gives me more cards. I know it's pretty obvious though. Let's Seize the Spoils. Mana neutral. Discard the Narcomancer. I'll cast Laughing Mad. Discarding the Woodlock. Going up cards in hand. Got lots of stuff going on. I'll cast a Seething Song. Pillage, discard the mountain. We're trying to keep a lot of cards in the graveyard, and we are looking for our Gutter Snipe. Metamorphose, red. Did not find it. Big score, pitch the needle. Tons of treasures in play. They could have Weather the Storm. Let's seize the spoils, discard the needle. We have 9 cards left. I will Revelation, pitch the land. Pirate's Pillage, discard the Thornscape. Let me know if you think that I should be explaining why I'm pitching what I'm pitching more. Let's Pillage, discard the excess, an Archomancer. I have 3 cards left. It would really suck if we can't find the Gutter Snipe here. Let's use the big score, pitch a mountain. Wow, we couldn't find it. What a bummer. All right, let's make red. Make red. Play the Feldon's Cane. Hold control. Laughing Mad, pitching the mountain. Crack the cane. We might die to a weather storm here. All right, let's see what happens. Morphos. Red. Pillage away the Anarchomancer. Seething Song. Let's spoils, pitch the woodlot. Pillage, pitch the mountain. Need to use my sorcery speed stuff. Revelation, pitch the woodlot. Oh my god. Pitch the Anarchomancer. This is not usual. We're just whiffing on our win con. We're going to use big score, pitch the Anarchomancer. Cast Metamorphose. Absurd. Revelation, pitch the Crevice. We're going to draw a card here with the Laughing Mad. Glimpse. Glimpse again. Absurd. Glimpse again. My god, man. What? I cannot believe. Discard the Forest. There's the Gutter Snipe. Play the Gutter Snipe. Do you have it? Seems like they don't have it. Let's cast Pirate's Pillage. Discarding the mountain. They got 18. I'm holding on to my instance. We have a sorcery. Make red go Metamorphose. Should probably go up cards in hand. Laughing Mad. I'll pitch the Pirate's Pillage. They got a 16. Play another Gutter Snipe. Okay. They're good with that. I'll cast Seething Song. Resolves. Okay, that was a very long turn 3. Storm is currently 54. We had to loop our deck almost entirely 2 times just to get anything going. Cast the Metamorphose. When it goes to 4. Are they sandbagging Weather the Storm? Morphos? Alright. Okay. That was really scary. One of the more intense combo turns. Let's go to round 5. Round 5 versus Hyuma. Don't know what they're up to. I mean, our hand is fine, so let's keep. We're looking for another land, potentially. We could seize the spoils, pitching the Revelation. They play a mountain and a Skittering Kitten, so this is a rematch. I need one more mountain. I need a mana so that I can start building mana on the table. Go for a combo turn. Play a mountain. Pass. Our opponent gets in for 1. They Faithless Looting. Discarding a Fiery Temper. Goes face with the Fiery Temper. Another Seize the Spoils. I think I have to spoils pitching the Revelation. We just need a land. Did not find a land. I'll pass a turn. An untapped land here could be good, because we could like Seething Song into big score into an Anarchomancer Familiar. We might just die without finding a land. I'm at 14. They play a 3rd land. They can Faithless Looting from the graveyard. They can cast a Gutter Snipe. They can cast a Grab the Prize, pitching Fiery Temper to put me to 9. That's what they choose to do. I would too. They're like, why are you even... Come on. I can't do anything here. I'll discard the Seize the Spoils. So here, Seize the Spoils was much worse than Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame would have gotten me the win here, I think. So we are seeing in real time the problems. I'm at 7. Our opponent has Bolt, Fire Blast, and I'm dead. Here's a Bolt, Fiery Temper. I literally have nothing. They Fire Blast me for lethal. I wonder if they were like having a good time, if they were just bored. We have to bring in all these cards. I think I have to be a little bit riskier. So we're going to cut a forest. Well, maybe a mountain. Cut 2 Seize the Spoils. 2 Gutter Snipe. How many Seize the Storms do I really need? I only need 1. Maybe that's correct. Just 1 Seize the Storm. All I need is 1 giant creature. Okay, let's try. We have Weather the Storm, we have Needle, but no mana. Mulligan. Okay. Keep. We'll get rid of a 1 Anarchomancer. Play the Sandstone Needle. So 1 more land. We can go Anarchomancer, Morphos, Familiar, Morphos, Glimpse. We'll have to pass the turn here. It'll be really unfortunate if we just sit here waiting for lands and let our opponent kill us 2 games in a row, but I had a good run so far. We play a mountain. They might be nervous and be like, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? You need to Rite of Flames. They cast Faithless Looting. Fiery Temper, and they pitched a Sneaky Snacker to the Faithless Looting. We did draw land. If they tap out again, I'm going crazy. But will they tap out again? Clearly, you should tap out. They play a Gutter Snipe. Okay. I will go a Narcomancer, cast Manamorphose, make red, green, Thornscape Familiar, Seething Song, Manamorphose, red, green, Goblin and Narcomancer, Glimpse the Impossible. We found the big scores. Let's go. Pirate's Pillage, pitch the Mountain. Big score, pitch the Woodlot. Laughing Mad, pitch the Thornscape. Now I found another big score. I'm trying to work up to a 2-mana spell plus Weather Storms. Let's big score, pitch the Needle. I think I have room to cast Laughing Mad from the graveyard, discarding the Needle. There's the Seize the Storm. So I could just pillage, discard the Seize the Storm, and rely on one giant creature. Okay. Red. I forgot we could take out the Feldon's Cane previously. That's a whoops. All Pirates Pillage, discard the Feldon's Cane. Make a red. Big score. Discard the Anarchomancer. And a Seething Song. So let's Seething Song. Mana neutral, discard the Forest. Another Seething Song. Let's Morphos first. Red, red. This is going to be awesome. Laughing Mad, discard the Woodlot. Glimpse. Pillage, discard Crevice. Revelation, discard the Crevice. Morphos. Make red, red. Laughing Mad, discard the Needle. 15 cards left. Seething Song. Spoils, wait, no. Laughing Mad, pitch the Mountain. And then Revelation. They're just letting me do my thing, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Let's cast a Glimpse. I should stop now. Play out, I guess, Laughing Mad. I mean, this thing's gonna be gigantic. You just have to get as much in play as possible. Mad, discard Weather Storm. Play a Thornscape. Big score. Pitch the Seize the Spoils. Seething Song. Woodlot. Green. 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 Hold control. Cast Seize the Storm. Cast Weather Storm. Cast Weather Storm. Cast Weather Storm. Pass. Yes. Oh, it's so satisfying. I don't understand. That was awesome. I'm at a bajillion life. I've got a very large creature, hopefully. 332 life with a 31/31. Sure. I have 4 cards left in my library. That was really silly. Shockingly amazing. Haima's sitting there like, okay. They're going to keep playing. Plays a Gutter Snipe. Clearly, they will be able to deal me lethal. They're just soaking up damage here at this point. I'm going to go ahead and attack with everything. It's a 31/31. We win! My token died because the game ended. Went to be a 0/0 token. And I will bring in the Seize the Storm over the Feldon's Cane now. That was awesome. Alright, I'm going to keep this. There is some risk here. They lead on Kitten to start. We could potentially lay out the Glimpse the Impossible and then just have a bunch of tokens. Go Needle. Turn 2 Crevice, turn 3 Crevice Glimpse. Put some mana on the table and then try to go for it on turn 4. Might be dead. They grab the prize of Sneaky Snacker. They get in for 1. Find a Woodlot, that's pretty good. Play the Woodlot. So now I don't have to play the Glimpse next turn. I can big score a Geothermal Crevice and play a Geothermal Crevice. Then I'll have 8 mana on the table. There's definitely a chance that we don't get to untap it on turn 4. Our opponent plays Voldaren Epicure. They make a blood. They play another Skittering Kitten, so they have 4 damage, putting me to 11. What's the likelihood that I live? Probably low. Don't have anything I can do. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like it. Actually, if I Glimpse the Impossible, I'll have 3 blockers. That's also not very good, though. I guess I can go Anarchomancer into Glimpse the Impossible. Have 3 blockers. Plus, they have to kill the Anarchomancer. Anarchomancer. Cast the Glimpse the Impossible. Maybe we can soak up some damage. They sacrifice a Skittering Kitten to Fiery Temper the Anarchomancer. Okay. We're just going to put all of these cards in the graveyard. Do I want to block? They have 4 power. I think I'm going to risk it and not block. I die to Bolt Fire Blast. They play Gutter Snipe. Discards a Lava Dart, and then they have Fire Blast Lava Dart for lethal. Okay, well, you know what? Good for you. We got to do the thing. It's a demoralizing end to a fun little game there. Oh well. Mono Red Madness is good. We got the 3-2, the Brewers 5-0, and this is a deck that I made from the ground up, so I'm happy with it. Not sure if Rite of Flame should be back in the deck. Let me know what you thought about Ruby Storm. If you had some fun, it was really sick seeing 332 life. I'll see you in the next video.